Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, one of my favorite movies, Titanic. When that thing went down, there was room on the door for Jack, wasn't there?
Of course. This is like, give me 2 seconds, this pod. The answer is yes, Jones. End the episode. No, but in all seriousness, of course there was room on the door. I think they scientifically actually proved there was room on the door. It's just selfishness from Rose, honestly. Move over, let a guy on. Come on.
Yeah, DiCaprio said himself that he definitely thought there was room on that door. I don't know why. Rose, I think, wanted to live a life of just heartbreak and reminiscing on the past. Maybe that was, to get really deep, maybe that was the best moment she was ever going to have with Jack. Things wouldn't have been the same on the land, so she just let him drown.
Dude, honestly, it's a good movie. It's great. I mean, obviously it's a really sad story, but it's a good movie. It's a great love story. I don't buy it, Jones. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. I'm all for love, big love guy, but come on. You knew each other for a day, what, 2 days? You hung out like maybe twice. Your friend was your husband, fiance, whatever, was trying to kill him the entire time, and his weird, creepy little butler man. Like, you don't have that great relationship. You're not gonna die for each other. Like, come on. It's nice, kiss. You went in a weird steamy car and hit your hand on the window, but are you really that in love that you're soulmates after a day?
So how long do you think it takes? Because Titanic is not the only story that tells us you can fall madly in love very quickly. Look at Romeo and Juliet.
Well, I think all love stories at the end of the day are like kind of inspired by Romeo and Juliet, especially that kind of construct. But no, I just think, yeah, sometimes it can be fast like that, but just not that fast. I mean, they come from two completely different lives. Like those scenes when Jack is down at the bottom of the boat, like doing the little Irish jig, like as compared to her with her weird accent at the top, but all those fancy people, like there's no way those two people are that in love considering how different they are and how little they knew each other for.
No. That's where I would push back against you. That's the beauty, that they are cut from this completely different cloth. They live different lives. You know, the movie's a big statement on class, obviously, and what that means in our culture. But let's talk about something even more serious. Why didn't they just move around the iceberg a little bit? They saw it was coming.
They saw it was coming completely out of... I don't know. I mean, the guy was probably bored looking at, two teenagers kissing on the front of the deck in a movie I guess they showed. My thing mainly, honestly, in this movie about the love part is if you're Rose's husband, because she gets married right at the end of the day, if you're that guy, how much of an L is that for you? You spent 80 years with this woman. You have kids, grandkids, everything. And at the end of the day, all she wants is to be with this guy who she knew for one day on the boat and crashed.
Wait, did the evil boyfriend die, though?
I don't actually know. Maybe she definitely didn't marry that guy, but I think, remember he like steals that baby and jumps on the boat? That guy's awesome, by the way. He's a fantastic character.
One of maybe the best movie villains of all time. I mean, he really made you hate him, especially... What was that part where they trapped Jack down in the thing and threw away the key or something? That was him, right?
They handcuffed him to that. Well, that was like his henchman, but they handcuffed him to that pole, and she comes in. That's what I was like. That seems insane. She comes in with an axe, and he's like, "Rose, like, close your eyes or whatever. Just hit it." Like, dude, you do not trust this girl to chop. I get that's like a lot of pressure, but like there must have been a better way than to break this iron with this axe from this girl that you knew from the whole thing. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. I get it's a movie. I don't buy it at all. And yes, she could have fit on the door, and it just makes me mad talking about it.
What do you think of that moment when they're, arms out, flying over the ship? Is that a really romantic shot, or is that a cheesy shot to you?
It's kind of weird. Like, if I'm being honest, like, you ever pose for a photo and say, "Hey, Jones, let's take a cute couple pic. Why don't you hold your arms out really wide like you're doing a snow angel, and I'll just come behind you and stand there"? It's kind of weird.
If I was on a boat with my girlfriend, not that I have a girlfriend right now, but if I was on a boat with my presumed girlfriend, I would probably try to recreate that picture. I think that would be dope. If you're on like a cruise or something.
Only because of the movie. Not like if this movie didn't exist, you would not just randomly think, "Oh, let's take a weird, arms out pic."
No, because of the film, but. Yeah, things happen like that. It's a movie. They have to dramatize that moment. And then you get the beautiful song by Celine Dion in the background. My Heart Will Go On.
The song is great. You ever watch sports clips to the tune of that song?
Ever watch sports? Yeah, I watch sports. Go ahead.
clips to the tune of that song. Yeah, it's beautiful. The last thing I'll say
No.
quickly. No, it's just Google this after the pod. It's you're just gonna cry. Last thing that I'll say is how upset. The thing that makes me the most upset with the movie, the end. She's got this $80 billion necklace that she's been, searching for the entire movie, and at the end she just throws it into the water to be lost. Are you kidding me? Just donate it to charity. Give it to your daughter. Get the money at least. We're just gonna throw they're starving kids. You're gonna throw $50 billion in the ocean? Come on.
It's symbolic. Drop it with Jack. Drop it back to the sea. Drop the memories there. You gotta get the symbolism.
Kill the money just like she killed Jack by not letting him on the door. Exactly. I see your point.
Rose is the biggest villain of all time. We've come to our conclusion. This has been Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. A reminder to follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you want to suggest topics for our next pod. Eli, thanks for talking.
It was a pleasure trying to talk to you, son.